Hey friends, I just got back from a vacation, and because we live on a farm, not all of us could go. I ended up leaving my 3 oldest, 2 intentionally because one's in college, and the other one is the farmhand or ranch hand, and then the other one just didn't want to go because he's a homebody. So I went to see my dad, and I took the 5 younger ones. But while I was away, a lot of things happened. All good, mostly. But I was really thankful that I can leave someone who is knowledgeable, responsible, and able to care for the animals when things come up. But also, of course, she could call me and ask for advice, and we could just keep things going. So I'm going to show you some of the things that happened while I was gone.
And she's gaining weight.
There is one of the sweetest things that happened. Here we had a little heifer born. And she's so tiny. Look at that pretty face. You're so beautiful. Wow. Oh, look.
And her face is so little.
She's tiny. So after she was born, I think she was like 3 days old, she developed scours. And so Jocelyn contacted me, and she decided on some things herself while I encouraged her to do some other things. And so she gave her Red Glow, cinnamon, and some electrolytes in order to keep her energy up, and Corid because it's coccidiosis. And she's fine now. She's up and going. She wasn't getting up that much before. Yeah, she's so sweet. And Mama's doing fine. She's the first time mom. Her placenta was retained, but she was able to pass it. I think it was like...
I helped the rest of it come out.
Oh, you helped? How'd you help?
Just basically was putting tension on it, and she would kind of like let it out slowly.
Yeah.
But it was not me tugging or pulling on it. It was just coming out naturally.
You were just holding it and not letting it go back.
Some people recommend tying, if you have a gentler cow, like tying a water bottle to it.
Yeah.
It's like the gravity helps it weigh it down. So basically I was just pulling gently on it.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, and this gray heifer here, she's half gray Marais, half Jersey. She managed to jump into the neighbor's property. We have had issues in the past with animals doing that, jumping the property line, but she jumped this way, where we've had some jump completely this way, which we live right in front of a highway and it's 75 miles per hour, so we don't mess around with anyone or any cattle that want to jump fences because it's liability and it's very dangerous here. And so we just take them to the butcher, and so that might be where she's headed really soon. If she'll get like one more chance if she jumps out of this hot wire.
She respects it.
She respects the hot wire because she got shocked. So as long as she stays in here, we're good. If not, she'll go to the butcher. But I am hoping to send her to the butcher by the end of spring or fall, because she should reach almost full maturity. I think she'll be close to 2. I wanted to wait till they were 3, but it's a long time to wait for something to grow all the way. I'll go back and look at my books, and then I'll post it down here for how old she is, if I remember.
Under the neck, not the chin.
This is nothing new, but these are my little rams. This one might be my breeding ram, depending on how he turns out. He's still growing some. But these are for butcher. We have some does separated. This one, she's in retirement. I don't ever want to breed her again, and so she just lives in here. Somebody gifted my daughter this Nubian La Mancha cross, and she needed extra time to recover because she keeps having quads, and she doesn't ever completely bounce back. And so I wanted her to fill out and look healthy before she got bred again, just in case she delivers quads again. It's just hard on their body, and so they tend to not do as well. So hopefully this break will help her to, I don't know, be refreshed, renewed, and ready to have more babies. And back here, oh my goodness, I love you. She is so beautiful. Okay.
Look at.
Oh, look at you.
And then there's babies back there and a sheep right here. Sheep.
Oh, baby goats and ewes. So these are ewes over here, and we keep them separated so that they can grow
And not be bred by daddy.
And not be bred by their dad. But
Little guys.
look.
And then there's babies over here.
Oh, they're so cute.
Tana, wait! Tana, wait!
So that is a new baby, and we can't find its mama. Okay, so we have a surprise new lamp, but that was today. I got back yesterday and came out here today because I was so tired last night. But yay for a new baby. This big boy is my ram. We were able to save one and then to save 2 lambs with an emergency cesarean, and so we caught this soon enough because they're still getting up pretty well, and so we're just going to treat them with some calcium, which is you can either do it with the paste under the skin, right, or in the vein, propylene glycol, and we just drench them with that 50 mLs. And that's it. So we're gonna do that a little later today. And this girlfriend always catches these cutest, adorable little lambs. That one was just bored, so they're easier to catch when they're brand new. There's Mama. Also, when I left our milk cow, developed mastitis she developed mastitis, and so we treated her with the Today medication. We did try natural stuff, and it just didn't kick it, so we resorted to that. The only thing I hate though is now you have to get them from the vet. But it's good to have a relationship with your vets to be able to get medication that you need for your animals, and so I bought a bunch when I knew that they were going to stop selling them in the store, and so I already had them on hand. But from here on out, like I said, I will have to bring her in and develop a relationship, so if anything ever goes awry, I can get in there and get her what she needs. Or sometimes you don't have to take them in for that incident, you just can call them for that animal since they have seen them, and be able to get a prescription of whatever it is you need. I always say when it rains, it pours, and because when one thing goes wrong, lots of things tend to go wrong on the farm. And so the first thing that happened before I left was the cow developed mastitis, and then a sheep went down, and at first I didn't know what it was, but I soon realized, because of some videos I had watched before, that it was pregnancy toxemia. And so I was able to realize it. I realized it too late though. Like by the time we started treating her, she could barely get up, and then she couldn't get up. And then when we tried to save the lambs with an emergency C-section, that one was a fail because the babies were already dead inside of her. So then the next one that was going down, she ended up going down, but I had started treating her before that, and she just didn't bounce back. And I also bought a meter so that I could test to see if it was pregnancy toxemia, to see if I was right, and I was. And all this stuff happens like on the weekends when you can't get into the vet. So like I think it started like a Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. And by the time she needed the emergency cesarean, we already knew what to do, and I didn't want to take her to the vet to have it done because I knew she wasn't going to get up anymore. Like, that was it. But we did stitch her up and try to save her just in case, you know, after we got the babies out, you know, that she would get better, but she didn't. She died. And then we had another one that was showing the same symptoms, so we went ahead and we treated her, and she just bounced back. She's fine. In fact, she's still pregnant and still going. Everything's good. And then those 2 today that are stumbling, one of them, we're not sure if she hurt herself on her shoulder, like hit something, or if it's pregnancy toxemia too, but we're going to go ahead and start treating both of them today and just keep up with it. And it's a twice a day thing, so it's work that you have to do, but if you want to save them, you want to save the babies, it's just something that has to be done. So we do have 2 bottle baby lambs, and then we have several bottle baby goats. For some reason, we bought a bunch of goats and we didn't know they were pregnant. But they were big and fat. I mean, they look amazing. And they developed pink eye along with like snot, and it was probably pneumonia. So we went ahead and we treated them, and I think we ended up losing only 2 out of the whole herd. There's over 20 something goats in there, and so they're having babies now, and several of them are not having any milk. So we pull the babies and we just turn them into bottle babies. But I'm not sure if that's what caused this, because it was late into their gestation. But yeah, so we had that issue. And then, like I said, like the calf getting scours. The mom actually got a little sick too, and Jocelyn made her this mineral ball with a bunch of nutrients, some molasses, and all this stuff to give her energy and help her feel better. And she did. She bounced back. But it's always scary when all these things start going wrong, because then you start to think like, am I doing something wrong? But honestly, here it's been like super nice sunny days, like it's spring, and then super cold rainy days, or super windy after it rains. It's just the weather is so crazy that I think is causing some of the issues that we're having. Like I said, with the cows developing boogers, and the mama going down a little bit, the baby getting scours. So hopefully we're gonna get some rest soon. So before I go, I wanted to update y'all on how the cow is doing after being treated for mastitis. And she came back with only 1 quarter, slightly still has mastitis, but it looks like it's clearing. So hopefully when we test her again tomorrow, which will be the 4th day for the withdrawal, the mastitis will be clear. And if not, I think we might have to treat her again, or I might call the vet and see what she thinks about it, if she wants me to bring her in, or has any recommendations. So I will see y'all in my next video. Y'all take care. Bye.